So this is a great introduction. This is our relationship right here. Clearly I am the scratching post for the super pony. So, so as most of you know, this is Gideon. Kinninmont Gunsmoke's Gideon. And Kinninmont is a Connemara breeding farm, although she also breeds warm bloods and just all kinds of amazing horses, and that's Pam Liddell. They live in Conestoga, Pennsylvania, and that's where Gideon was born, probably about an hour west of Devon, I think. And I met, let's see, he's 12. Is he 12 this year?
Mm-hmm.
12, yes. Yes. Yes, because summer is 13. Yes, you are 12. And I met Gideon when he was 6 years old. And he was being ridden. Pam had some riders at her place, and then for the winter, he came with Katie Foster, and I helped Katie because they're my small little tiny Katies, Katie Foster and Katie Hiller, and so they were riding some of Pam's ponies. I had a beautiful Dutch mare named Zeffie that Pam owned, and then that next summer, she was looking for a rider for Gideon, and she brought Gideon's half-brother and little Sophie and Gideon all to our farm. My assistant at the time, Caitlin Blythe, rode the other two, and I got to ride Gideon. And so he was 6, and I knew right away I loved him. I loved him, even if he's cheeky. But it was interesting because he was quite strong, especially in the left rein. You were quite the little powerhouse. And he had a little bit of a hover trot. I mean, now you guys can see he trots like a total freak. He's totally amazing. But he had a little bit of a hover trot going on, so we had to sort of diminish that right away and take that out of his program. And so we actually had to do a ton of school trots. So for those of you guys in the academy, he is like the king of the school trot. Because he just needed to use his hind legs a little bit better and really bow up his back and learn to not pull through his neck. So that was a big piece of what we did. I started showing him. He was probably 3rd level when I got him, or maybe she'd shown him a little bit 4th level. But I took him to Devon, I think, right away, and did some 4th level stuff. And yeah, we continued to move up the levels together. He went to the developing Pre-St. George Championships. He went to the developing Grand Prix Championships, I think twice, because he is a total badass. This horse is the best, and he knows it. He's actually between this one and Isaac, these are my 2 smallest horses in this stable, and they have the biggest egos. The biggest. This one knows he's incredibly special, and I am so grateful to Pam Liddell, who bred him and just allows me to ride him because he's so much fun. Everybody in the whole entire world should be able to ride Gideon. He's been now an international Grand Prix horse for, I think, two years. I think this is his 2nd winter down in Wellington doing the CDIs. I gotta keep my eye on him because sometimes there's little teeth involved. I don't know, are you being shy? Is that what this is? No. I'm the scratch post right now. This is the relationship right here. Yep. Anyway, Gideon, let's see, what about Gideon? Gideon loves food. We call him also the cheeky pony, as you can tell. He's sometimes a real stinker in turnout because he's a little wild sometimes. He loves a crowd. And he was a little bit sad, actually, at the freestyles the other night. that there was not enough audience people, according to Gideon. Like, there needed to be more people clapping because he thinks he deserves all the clapping one can possibly have. He is actually a buckskin, which I have to say is pretty fun to write on my FEI entry form, that he's 15'2", so we call him the super pony, but he's really only pony by breed. He's a 3/4 Connemara, and the other quarter has got some Hanoverian and Thoroughbred in there. That's where he gets his size and his I think he's just has this amazing swing, and his gait is just incredible. He goes in the snaffle probably, I don't know, 3 days a week. It's probably half and half, like half-time snaffle, half-time double bridle. He has 2 swirls. I don't know if any of you guys follow any of that, but I'm noticing there's 2 swirls right there. I don't know what that means, but maybe someone could tell us. He's always on a diet, which makes him mad, as you can tell. He does need to have his hay wet, so we soak his hay. Oh, nice. Oh, see, speaking of food, there he goes. Come here. He wears back on track quick wraps in front. He has a lucky bump. We got to come over and look at the lucky bump. So every single veterinarian inspection, they're like, "What is that?" There's a lucky bump. Oh, so that's like, I don't know. It's probably a little fatty tumor. He's gonna be mad at me because I call him fat. I'm not calling you fat. PHAT, fat. But that's his lucky bump, and we're not going to remove it because it's a little fatty tumor. We're just going to leave it in there. What else about you? He's like the best horse, like, ever. And if you guys all think I look like I'm having fun, it's because I am having fun. Because this is the best horse on the planet. He likes to pack out. He likes to canter around the grass. He likes to do hill work up home, up north. He has a fun regimen of going out up and down the hills, and yeah, I always ride him first in the morning because he's the most fun, and he's the easiest on my body. Come over here. Come over. We're not done. Come here. Come back down here. I gotta show you. Go talk to the people. What else about Gideon? He was very strong in the contact when we first started, and interesting, I switched him to some titanium bits, and he got super light and amazing in the contact, and then I thought, okay, I'm just going to work in these bits maybe for a month, and then put him back in his original bits, because I thought, oh, now he's a lot stronger and a lot better. No way. The first minute I put him back in the old bits, he was so strong again. So it's interesting, like, he's one of my smallest horses, but he's by far one of my strongest. And now he's actually super light in the hand. So, and not empty, but like, it's just, he actually gives like the perfect feeling in the contact. You give the perfect feeling. You know why? Because you're almost perfect. You're almost perfect. He's kind of likes to headbutt sometimes, so you gotta pay attention. He's a good traveler. You're a good traveler. He loves shows. What else? I would say his highlights is his fancy trot. It's pretty fun. Half passes are pretty good. Ooh, pirouettes have gotten a lot better. One of our most difficult things was bringing his pelvis more under and making a shorter distance from his hock to the bit. So we spent all summer changing his shape. So if your guys are in the academy, there's a lot of really fun videos coming out about how we did that. That was almost teeth. This is what happens around here. He's a little tiny boss. But he's actually super sweet and super fun. And he's always a little bit more cheeky than sweet, I would say, or cuddly, because you got to pay attention around this guy. Oh, he's got a really strong back, really great. Yeah, no injuries. There's like, back up the wood. But like, I know Fiji always, there was like such a big story about Fiji and his recovery, and this horse is Connemara. So he got some pretty strong legs, some strong feet. I think, honestly, the Connemara breed, come here. I think the Connemara breed is probably one of the most underutilized or maybe underappreciated breeds in our country. He is so agile and athletic and quick and fun and charming and handsome. And I mean, I know he's not full Connemara, but I tell you what, such good athletes. Like, he does not ride, he rides probably bigger than some of my warm bloods, even though he's only 15.2. And I'm like 5'11", so, I mean, but he's really wide, so he really takes up my leg really great. And yeah, I would say Connemara is something people should look into. I've been really impressed, and Pam has a lot of horses at her house related to this guy right here, who's pretty amazing. So I think that's all I've got for you. He has the perfect tail also. Got some good, clearly got some good hair genes going on here. And we love our little buckskin nose. Jackie Brooks was really funny at Devon. He couldn't quite reach his neck over the stall, and so he was always like whinnying to Fiji. And Jackie's like, I hope you don't find this offensive, but he looks kind of like the donkey from Shrek. And so like, he was amazing. Like, he was like top 5 at Devon in the freestyle after my leg was cramping. Like, he was so good. Come over here, we've got like 2 more minutes. Come over here, and so he had this cute little nose out, and he was whinnying. And so for the rest of the weekend, and now kind of like forever, we're always like, that'll do, donkey. But he bite me if he really knew. Oh, see, yeah. But he's the best, and I love it that you guys love following him. I love riding him. I love talking about him. He's one of the apples of my eyes. We've been together 6 years, going on 7, and it's just been a joy. Every single day with this horse is fun and just a joy. So again, a huge thanks to Pam for letting me enjoy this wonderful guy. And thank you guys all for always cheering us on and believing in the Super Pony. Make it a great night, guys.